Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where you, the Aquarius, go to be in the know. On this Aquatic Morning Show, if you guys let me know, do you like the green screen behind me when I have, like the green screen behind me and you don't see all of this? Or do you like seeing all of this? Just let me know what you guys' preferences is. I hope everybody is having a good morning today. So far, so good with me. I had to get up and take Landon to work this morning. Got up in my back. My shoulder blades were killing me. Like, not my back, just like the point of the shoulder blades. I don't know. I guess, well, I'm painting a fence and a deck, and I guess that movement, since it's been a while, we had to get up and take some ibuprofen. Hurt, but I'm feeling better now. But other than that, so far so good. Got up, got ready. Was actually in the fish room here getting everything set up quite early. I wasn't in a rush, which is abnormal. I'm normally rushing everywhere I go. But let's see who's in here this morning already. We've got 23 people watching and lurking. Bigfoot Fish Tanks, good morning. How are you? And then Miss Lori. Good morning, Miss Lori. How is Jessie doing? And then and she's also throwing out all my links. You guys, there are 2 links I want you guys to pay attention to. One of them is co-hosts. Looking for co-hosts for the summer. Anybody that is members or a part of the, family around here. As long as I know who you are, you're welcome to join me. In fact, I have got somebody in the background that just popped up that I have not seen in forever. You guys, here you are, still in ya. Dude, what's up?
Hi, Jess. How's everyone?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. I've been busy, how life changes for everyone here and there.
Definitely. Hang on just a second, man. We've also got somebody else going to join us for a little while at least. Papa Shrimp. Hey, Jerry. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Papa Shrimp. Hey, wow. Great thing that you're on because
Coincidence?
yes. Oh my goodness. Because I'm coming up because of something that happened to me recently, and I would like you to make it a topic later on. Hopefully. Well, I just made a small a video on it.
Yeah.
But I'll just tell you what happened, and let me just show you at the same time.
Okay.
Here it goes. The camera. All right, so this is my 10-gallon shrimp tank that I had going on for about 2 years now. They're dirt bottom, sand capped. Well, I had a little problem with the mold. All right, it was just getting a little bit out of hand, so I was suggested to cap it with the sand.
Uh-huh.
Great suggestion. All right, but the problem came there, and this is the topic. When you have something stored too long, I had clean sand stored for about a year, and I thought it would be fine because I had cleaned it previously, but I should have cleaned it again. And because I didn't clean it again, I'm not exactly too sure what's the science behind all that's dirt, because it is an inert thing, it's dirt, it's sand, whatever. So time goes on, I didn't even dwell on what could happen with something that's been stored for a long time, whether it's this, whether it's sand, whether it's food, whether it's a product that you may have sitting down for a while. Just make it a topic. Check the dates.
Like, topic would be like, how often should you leave your mom laying in the tank without, like, say, vacuuming up? Because what you've been doing is just topping off.
No, actually, this was the first time. I didn't have a problem with the. I just wanted to get rid of the moam. But the topic would be is check the expiration date on your products, and clean everything again and again. That was a huge mistake. I should have cleaned the stuff. That was a big
No, I
mistake
get
of
what
mine.
you're saying, and especially since I'm in the middle of having stuff that I've had in storage for a year. My aquariums, my substrates, my
Correct.
fish foods, stuff like that. I can relate definitely to what you're saying. When I have done stuff like that, usually throw away all of my chemicals and everything that I've kept in storage, especially if it's been like a year, like this time. So I don't even mess with it. It's Texas, the heat.
Yeah.
I don't trust the chemicals anymore. I don't trust the kits. I toss it out. My substrates, I will attempt to wash them and clean them as best as I can before I reuse them.
Okay.
Even my sand.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I had it cleaned. I was thinking, oh, I cleaned it before I stored it, and I thought but
Yeah.
a year later, my common sense should have came in like, hey, listen, it's stored for a year. Is it even safe to even use?
I wouldn't have thought about it if I cleaned it and put it up. I wouldn't have thought about cleaning it before I put it back in a tank. Now, I would have done a few, one or two water changes once you fill it with water, and then I would probably have drained it and then refilled it again. But as of like rinsing it, I wouldn't have thought about doing that.
Yeah. I've capped before the
Yeah.
sand, but that's when the sand was still fresh and clean. It was only maybe stored for about 2 months,
Uh-huh.
and so I was, but a year. Oh my! I should have had. My common sense didn't kick in.
What
Where
were
did you
some
have
of
it
the
sit?
problems? What are some of the problems that you're experiencing though now?
None. It was when I put it in. It usually makes when I drop it in. I put it in wet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that way it doesn't just bloom everything. So there's always been some sort of little bloom going on,
Right.
but but and so it was normal. But whatever kept, like the stuff sitting, the sand, it was still like it could have been decomposing stuff still going on, a process still going on, and here I go, you know just dropping it in there without thinking about how the sand changed throughout the time. Just because things do change. The
So how
sun,
did you store it? Where was it at?
yeah, it was right behind that mess. Where we're
So
right
it
behind
was
that
stored
mess. It
in
was just,
the house.
yeah, it was stored in the house. It was behind the couch. I had it cleaned. I cleaned it. It was like
So it
had
wasn't in like it was in like extreme temperatures or anything.
correct. But a year went by.
Was it wet when you stored it?
No, no, it was dry. It was nice, dry, clean sand that I used for this tank, for that tank, and for the 39 gallon that I have on the floor down there.
So
Nirvana Aquatic says she's a big fan of vacuum sealing substrate that you're not using.
vacuum sealing. Wow, I hadn't even thought about that.
You
It's a
see
food
that?
saver.
Right?
Well, it makes sense, especially if it's aqua soil. Sand totally different, but aqua soils and stuff, yeah, you don't want it to dry out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be a topic right there. Just
Yeah.
check the dates on all your products, food, you know, um, your food, your chemicals, and
Did it kill any of your shrimp or any of your fish or plants? Have you seen changes?
no, there's I have some survivors. I had ooh, easily over 75 shrimp in a tank, and that's lowballing it
So did it make
before.
the water cloudy or it just threw your parameters off and killed your shrimp?
That's what happened. It threw the parameters off because it always happened before.
Uh-huh.
But the only difference this time was that it was the same sand and everything. The only thing this time was the time that went by before when I used it. It was
Wow.
sitting. It was sitting for a year before when I used it again.
Yeah, I might have done a quick rinse or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I think a rinse would have been great, man. But
Because
Well,
maybe sometimes after it's sitting there, when you stored it, did you store it wet?
No, I stored it dry because I'm not going to bring it to the inside the house. Inside the house, I have a rug, so.
Yeah, maybe just something got in it, like somebody said. Maybe cat peed in it or something.
No cat. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about? Maybe throughout time, I did spray air fresheners in the air and stuff like that, and didn't think about that area.
wow. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I
maybe
wouldn't
it
have thought about
settled
that
in the
either.
sand.
Yeah, that's probably could have been right.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
Or if you ever put off like a bug bomb or anything like that, sprayed any insecticide.
no, 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 no. Luckily, I have no problem with any insects
Well,
in
at
the
least you
home.
got surviving shrimp and stuff in there.
That I do, and that I'm happy about because I know they're strong. I know they're strong.
Yeah.
So that's like I put in the video. I have to just find some strong specimen to put in there with them, and I'll get this going again. I'm not, it's sad, but I'm all right.
Yeah. What were those? The orange?
Actually, this was a red, and I believe that that was a red one, and it may have mixed with an orange. But I also have a red one with a yellow back that mixed with a gold one.
Oh, wow.
So
Interesting.
yeah, they were in the breeding. It was oh man, they were mixing amongst each other, and I was getting all different sorts of colors. Oh, let me go around. There they go. I'll show you the one I just mentioned. Here it is, right there. I don't know how good it comes in with the yellow back. You can see it.
You can see the yellow back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I call them high lines. I don't know why I do. I just like a
Back
high
lines.
line to their right on their back. They have high lines.
And you know what I noticed throughout the time that I've had all these shrimps, that the shrimp, I keep saying it with as shrimp, when many of them breed it amongst each other except for the blues.
The blues.
They did not. They did, as many blues as I had in here. The blues would only breed with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. And I kept adding more blues, figuring out, I add more, maybe they'll mix with the other ones, but I've got nothing with blue. I wanted like a blue with a yellow back as well, with a gold back, but
yeah, that would be that would be cool. There you go, Jerry. A blue shrimp with a yellow highline.
Right.
That would be awesome.
yeah, that's what I was looking. That's what I was going for, because I had the red and yellow. I had the black and yellow.
Yeah.
And I had some clear, they were mixing amongst each other, like they were going crazy. You know how they do. It's like the '70s and down inside there.
That's a nice tank.
Thank you. I followed Father Fish, what he said. His videos with his dirt thing, and I tell you, all I have to do is just fill it with water.
Yeah.
This tank in particular, if I clean the glass every 2 months, it'll be a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it does. It just maintains. It stays clear. It does.
I'm
It
gonna
does
tell you,
everything on its own.
I did one where I went out and got just clay out of my yard and capped it with sand. And I do nothing to that tank. Like I have never had to do anything but do water changes to that tank. It's never ever given me any issues. Now watch it.
Now, hey, look what I have next to my tank.
Oh my God, look at that. You need some with the new logo though.
I have to order something so I can get something.
Yeah, you need a shirt. You need with the new logo on it, a shirt.
Hey, you see my girl.
Oh,
it's my girlfriend.
Is that a flower horn?
Yes.
That's a girl though.
Yes, female. I was thinking that I got a male, but because she was so colorful early on. But hey, I'm still happy about her. I'm excited.
So
That's
she
my
won't
girl.
get the big nucle hump, right?
No, no. And she's a remodeler like daddy. She goes around changing the tank, moving, shifting everything around her way.
That's right. She nesting. We got to make them our own, and then sometimes we like change. So then we've got to make a change.
Yeah. So at least like every at least like twice a year she'll move things around, maybe 3 times a year.
That's like we like it fresh.
Yeah. But she put I found out she put eggs along the wall over there. She
Okay.
doesn't like any telephones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I could
she's
put my
never breed her. You've never been able to be hadn't bred a breed.
reader. No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
No, what I would do with all those little babies and stuff like that? It'd be irresponsible to me.
Yeah. You could sell them.
No, tell them to the whole. I have enough time trying to sell my own work to people. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I totally do. Yep. Cool, man.
She's getting big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that is a definitely really good. Actually, I got a few topics out of that. So yeah, we will definitely do something like that.
yes. All right. All right. Yeah, I think I'll share what happened with me with everybody. This is Fish family. They need to know.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject when it comes to messing with substrates, especially in a shrimp tank, because they are sensitive to the changes. So, if you figure that the shrimp that you have are sensitive enough to acclimate them with the drip process before you put them into an aquarium, just imagine if they're living in the aquarium and you totally change the parameters without drip acclimating them into those changes.
Shock.
Yeah, it's shock, stress,
Mm-hmm.
and it causes opportunity for bacteria. And there's normally bacteria in your water anyways. It's the stress that they go through that makes them prone to those bacterias. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, definitely, because
Acidity levels, all that kind of stuff. That's why it's such a different. It's a different battle of bacterias that you play with Caridina shrimp versus Neocaridina shrimp, because of the different parameters. Certain bacteria can't live in the lower pH acidic waters.
yeah, that oh man. Yeah, lesson learned for me. Like
We all
That's
have
how we
lessons
learn,
learned.
man. That's how we get
Yes.
better too, and we share that information, and everybody pitches in, and we all learn from it.
yeah, even if I think it's clean, I'm gonna rinse it and rinse it again and rinse it again.
I wouldn't go that far, but maybe I would. It depends. What works for you is what works for you, right?
Yeah, I did go a bit extreme when I rinsed it the previous time. So I thought it was like really good, So yeah.
Well, I learned I didn't know that shrimp really didn't like once you put them in a tank that it would take them like 30 days to,
It's
acclimate
basically
and start having babies, I guess.
it's basically they got to go through one whole molting cycle, which usually
To
is
be happy
between
with your water.
28, 32 days, something like that.
Yeah, and I'm an impatient person. So I'm like, I'm putting you in this tank and you better drop them babies now because I see them. But a lot of times they lose those and then they have more.
I know, Brooklyn, you should have come to Dallas.
Yeah, come in July and August.
Whew. Ain't no different than Louisiana, though. It's just as damn hot.
Yeah, Louisiana has more humidity over there with that heat.
And it don't matter if you're in the north end of the state or the lower end by the ocean. I think at least by the ocean you have the breeze. Down here up here we don't have that breeze off that ocean, and oh my gosh,
That's true.
especially where I'm working right now, y'all. Where I am working right now, this backyard is like, so it's like and it's a neighborhood, and the houses are like stacked up on top of each other because it's an old neighborhood, right? This backyard is completely fenced in with a cedar fence that's 6 foot high, 7 foot high. No wind whatsoever, but it's got plants and irrigation. So when that irrigation goes off, oh my gosh, you cannot breathe. When it is hot, you cannot breathe. And I'm painting back there.
A fair warning then.
Yeah.
Don't come to the city. Avoid the New York, New Jersey area, because there's hardly any trees. So the humidity is just like you said. It's just suffocating.
Yeah.
You know, it's to the point where you're not even moving, but you're sweating because the moisture is just dripping on you.
Yeah, Brooklyn says that Dallas was like 88% humidity, and at their home is like 20% humidity. She got a nosebleed from going from 88 to 20.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I read that backwards. Hang on. Just as hot, but I was a fish out of water in Dallas. My nose started bleeding from going from 88. Yeah. At home, it's 20%. Yeah, it's 88% up here and 20% down there. But, oh, look at you. Look at that. What you got right there, man?
Nice, right?
What is that? Man, you are so creative with bricks. I think I told you that before. You can take something just as small and innocent as can be and make it look amazing in a huge tank.
This is a 6-gallon I got there in Dallas.
Oh, that's the like the low boy.
Yeah. That's a 6-gallon? Wow.
It's like a low boy still in you. It's like a low boy.
Just wow, 6-gallon that low. Oh, throughout learning these tanks, I enjoy the lower tanks most.
The 11-gallon one is up there.
Oh, there's an 11-gallon. I had a 20-gallon breeder I was going to set up, and then I pulled it out the other day, and the bottom is cracked. Don't know how that happened.
Brooklyn said I had it backwards. It's 88% where she's at, 20% in Dallas. But where I'm at, it's 88 freaking. It's like 100%. It's bad where I'm at.
Probably closer to the water, right?
No, I'm not actually. Well, I live right off of the Red River, but there's no breeze. It's just freaking ugh. Oh, Garcia wants am I working on another super chat dance. If you guys were in the memberships only stream, you would know what and why he's saying that. Can't give away that
working,
secret.
I missed it.
Yep, missed it completely because it is now that because I had forgot to make it private last night at midnight, but I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now.
Delete.
Yeah, not delete, just private.
No, I know.
There we go. Because I don't want to lose the
says dance.
The time there.
Don't you owe somebody a dance for an end of the show super chat?
Did somebody do? I don't think so. I think I got everybody yesterday. I think.
Know. I was just saying that.
But
maybe
you know
not.
What? Hey, we ain't
just
got to have a reason. That's right. The party don't stop. But see, these are my favorites.
What's up, everybody? I love shrimp and I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show.
I forgot we did that last year.
Yep. We forgot to do that this year. I go around like that was fun last year. Well, you guys, I didn't say good morning to everybody because we jumped right into talking about all of this. Let me go down. Let me say good mornings to everybody that I can see. Because I'm gonna do it. Actually, I'm just gonna run up backwards up the chat. So we got Brookley Bell. Good morning, Brookley. Thanks for being here. Garcia Aquatics. So we gotta go Garcia Aquatics. Nirvana Aquatics. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Fishpam.link. That's right. Show your support by hitting that like button. Make sure you're also going to fishpam.link and cruising through there and signing up. Miss Susan. Good morning, Miss Susan. God, long time no see. Brookley Bell says that my background doesn't matter. The green screen doesn't matter. Just my face. Well, that's so sweet. I don't know. I think they do. We'll see what the poll ends up saying. Ian, good morning, Ian. Red Laser. Because I know I've seen some faces that I ain't seen in a while going through here. Lady Warshak, good morning. Lady Warshak's going to be with me tomorrow, you guys. Let's see. Nathan Harvey. Good morning. Or Harvey. I think I put an R in there. It's not. I don't know.
I love shrimp.
Tinkerbell Vlog. Good morning. Scruffy City Aquatics. Miss Dee Dee. Let's see. 3G Greg. Good morning. The Nano Aquarium guy and Chew. Good morning. We've also got Too Cooley for Schooly. And I know that I seen Barbara Jackson in here and My Fish Tanks Aquatics. We got like a bunch of people in here. Griffin. Oh my God, Griffin. Griffin's Fish and Exotics. What exotics does he have? I didn't know he had exotics. What's up, Griffin? Bigfoot Fish Tanks. I said good morning to him right off the bat. Bruiser CB. Good to see you this morning, Bruiser, and Aquatic Gardens in. For some reason, I am losing my voice. Probably from hollering at Landon yesterday over the power washer. Why are we always yelling? Well, because I got kids. That's why I'm yelling.
Oh, you're pretty far up there in the chat then.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled way up there and say hi to whoever was there at the beginning.
I remember that comment.
Vanoski Fish Kodo, good morning. Crown Tail Half Moon, hi. I said hi to you. I didn't.
What's up, my pole?
You were there yesterday, but I wasn't for sure. And then, of course, Celia, we ain't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Just working?
Good morning, Barbara.
Celia, you just been working?
Oh, yes. Been working out of state, and yeah. Just when I got back, I just kept focusing on the work. Got a little bit of time off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Bipolar Fish Keeper, what's up? Wait. I can't chat today. These cars won't fix. Didn't know you worked on cars. Cool. There ain't no way I could put a car together. I can't even put a pull string on anything. Landon pulled the pull string out of the power washer yesterday, and I can't even do that. I guess if I sat down long enough, but the bad thing is the amount of time it would take me to figure it out. Opposed to Joe just doing it.
Right. You do that on purpose, and then he's like, here, let me do it.
Don't tell my secrets. Hush up.
No, that's what we do for when you send us shopping. We come back with all the wrong stuff, and then you're like, I'll just do it myself. Okay.
Should have done it that way anyway. To begin with.
Well,
New
go
local
get the groceries
Austin. It was so good to see you in Dallas, man. It was really good to hang and see you. You were busy. You were very busy this go around. And Miss Susan, it's so good to see you. How are your ponds doing? If you're still in here, I have cars as my other hobby. Oh, what? And
I'll be back.
the TBH, I do not recommend. What's that? TBH.
Oops.
Well, if you own an American car, you'll eventually learn how to be a mechanic.
Well, what do you drive, sir?
All right, a Ram.
Me too.
So you know.
I drive a Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
2500.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. I got a 1500.
Mine is wine colored.
Nice. I have a black.
Cool. Black cars, does it get hot? Does it seem like it gets hotter than other cars? Seems like black gets hotter, but I guess they all get freaking.
Well, yeah, the cab can absorb in the heat, so because there's no insulation in there, and the top part, you just have that with that liner, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're not up north, because then you'll feel the cold coming in a lot quicker if you don't have that heat on.
Wow. Don't put your foot on me. You don't need to go out. I drive a Dodge Dart. I have a Japanese car and an American car, and a Japanese car is way more reliable. Why is that? Oh, TBH means to be honest. Don't put your foot on me. You're fine. Quit. Piper, stop. Stop. You're fine. I'm not going to keep petting you because you're pawing me. Go lay down. She goes, my fish tanks that are on the bottom row, this baby, she's not a baby anymore, but this border collie that we kept, Piper, she will put her nose like all the way up to her eyeballs in my lower tanks if I don't have a lid on them, and pull out my plants. It's crazy. Whoa. I'm like, leave my moss alone.
So what she wants to do it to chew on it?
Yeah, pull it out, play with it. I'll find it in the kitchen. I'm like, no.
No, the border collies are smart dogs, man.
Oh my gosh,
they are
totally smart. Too smart for their own good sometimes. Garcia wants to know who's coming to Florida. So,
I'll be going to Florida soon, but not in a good way.
Uh-oh. Well, you're going to go to Aquashella when you get down there, or no?
No. I'll be going, yeah. I have a brother that's, he's going to be passing away soon, so. Aww. We're just waiting for the time to come.
Right. Oh, that's so weird. I woke up this morning. Y'all know that song, Crossroads? It starts, it's by... Dang, I looked it up this morning. Who was it by? I listened to it. Hang on, it should show me. Oh my.
Female or male artist?
Male. Crossroads. By Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
That see you at the crossroads.
Yes.
Yeah. I woke up singing that song this morning, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Miss Susan, hello. And Mike loves aquatic life. Wait, Mike loves life aquatics. Okay, all right. Back with British. What's up? I would say Mike loves aquatic life. Mike loves life aquatics. Maybe it was Mike loves life, and then he just added on aquatics. I don't know. Hey, have you guys seen this person called Ferret? His name is Ferret. Oh, shoot. Ferret Wonderland.
Nope.
He is, he's like an aquascaper. He makes paludariums and, like I just ran across him this morning. It was really weird. He's like Here, I'll pull him up. Let's see. He is for as many subscribers as this person has, and to have never run across him until now, it makes me wonder how often our channels actually get shown.
Yep, the algorithm, right?
Yes,
It doesn't promote.
Yeah.
Like the fish family.
Oh, I know mine gets like 0 because I'm not doing anything.
Well, this person, I mean, well, I'm going to show you. So it's Ferret Wonderland, but I'm going to play some of it. I don't want to get in trouble for playing it, but this is the...
Keep the sound off.
Yeah. The paludarium ecosystem. Male spider became a male for a female spider. But the just everything, the way he does it, he or she, it may be a she, I don't know.
I love all the clown killifish.
Yeah, but I don't like that spider. So I think the basic thing of this, as whoever it is, they build these aquariums, tanks, and they show it. Am I showing it? Yeah. They show how they build it.
Cool.
Let me see. Look at Ferret. How cute.
Yeah.
But that's just one of them. It's gorgeous. Even the way that I think he videos is pretty. Patrick, look at you. Thank you. Good morning. Or actually, you're probably fixing to be going to bed, huh? Well, thank you so much, sir. I greatly appreciate it. I love you so much. I miss having you in here all the time. Here you go. All right.
That dog on the bed gets me all the time.
No, it's cute. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you so much. And then you did another one. Oh, I wish I could give you roses like you used to do. You know, used to give roses out. Shoot, I can't think of what it's called. That thing. Anyway. Okay. We'll do this here.
Hey, I'm Whip, and I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show. Now, let's get tanked!
Love it. Love it. I've got Brandon that sent me one. Garcia's supposed to be sending me one. But Patrick, thank you so much. You're a blessing.
I see your post on Instagram.
Yeah. All right. I want to look at the other ones. He's got it's just these builds. Like he shows how he builds them, and I guess he or she has got frogs and ferrets, I guess, and
Wow.
Does all of these paludariums, vivariums.
Jess, thanks for having me on. I got to get down. Go
Okay,
get some
hey,
stuff done.
it is so good to see you, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you having me on. It helps out a lot with I don't know if I ever told you anyone, but it helps out with my speech. I'm not accustomed to talking to a bunch of people, but I really appreciate it.
Well, anytime. I love talking to you.
Yeah. Hey, Papa Shrimp, thanks for the advice. Thanks for being here. It was like perfect timing. Like, wow, what are the odds
Right?
of that? If this happens
I
to me,
know.
we jump on, and
Right.
the timing that it happens too. You,
I know. It's great.
Everything happens for a reason.
yep. So that's why I said, make it a topic, and it needs to become a discussion. Everyone check your labels, your expiration dates. Don't get too comfortable with the stuff you have sitting around.
Right.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
Well,
thank you, Stilania. Come again, please, when you have time.
definitely.
All
Let me
right,
go
man.
back to, let me say peace out to everybody the proper way. Thank you all for being you. Smile often. See ya. Peace.
Oh, that was sweet. And then we've got Patrick again. He got another $20 super chat. Oh my God, dude. Nirvana, you said you can tell that I came from Twitch. I didn't come from Twitch. Like I
No,
did.
maybe Ferret Wonderland came
Oh,
from Twitch.
they came from Twitch.
Maybe.
Hang on, I gotta pull that back up.
He's got like 134,000 subscribers.
I know, but have you ever heard of him
No.
or her? No, me neither. I would think that by this time, as long as we've been on here and as many people as they've got.
Well, maybe because it came from Twitch. That's why we have to do a creator booth instead of fish tubers. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up something. Makes sense.
Reaction videos are a Twitch thing. What is a reaction video, though? What is a reaction video?
What, like if I did a video watching one of your videos going, oh, I can't believe Jess said that. Oh my God, look, rewind. Let's watch that part again. Oh, look, she messed up on the camera.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what I'm doing now, but we're just doing it on the morning show.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. We got to make the faces and do a reaction video.
Oh.
Wow. Amazing. Look, it's square.
It should have been right. Oh my gosh, look at those things coming through.
Ferret Wonderland has been on YouTube for a long time. Well, I imagine he's got 134K. I started to follow him when
I haven't ever seen him. And
maybe it's just because of what you watch on YouTube, it never came up on your feed. Maybe that's like the whole algorithm thing is like.
I've never heard anybody talk about him either, though.
I don't know why I wouldn't have seen it either, though, because I've watched. This is the kind of stuff I like to watch.
Right. Exactly. That's that algorithm thing.
Bang.
Dang.
Southerner. Bang.
Shut up, Jerry. I mean, I do because of building my paludarium. I'm watching a lot of these to try to get more and more ideas of how to do it. But for some reason, I'm just blown away that I've never seen this guy before. Guy or girl. And I don't know where I want to know where they are. Like,
making cool tanks.
Actually, I think it's a woman. I think it's a woman. Because is that it? No. Okay. Come on, show it. Come on. Come on.
Nano says he's a guy.
But hang on, I'm just going to show you something. Hang on. That's a girl.
Yes, that's a girl. Maybe. Maybe it's... Maybe that's his girlfriend.
I think it's a girl. I think that's who's doing it's a girl. Because see, she's doing it there. She videos well, but they're very dark. You see what I'm saying?
The lighting, you mean?
Yeah. The lighting seems to be really dark. But maybe that's a reason.
It could be his spouse. Maybe they both work on it together. Yeah, Jess.
One day we were both surprised. Okay, maybe both. Are they talking? I can't, because I have the volume off, but no, they don't talk. They just do this. They don't talk.
That looks like a little bookshelf aquarium too.
Yeah, it did.
Of course, he's building it.
That one don't. That one's tall.
Yeah.
Gina's Reef, good morning. And Stephen P, good morning. Bunny Viper, good morning. Good morning to you all. I found somebody new, kind of, that I had never seen before. And I don't know why it never came across my feed, because they do beautiful work. And, this is stuff that I've been doing. So we were just watching some of their stuff here, and I'm kind of baffled by YouTube and why I've never seen it before. And is that why things are slow right now? Because, if it took this long for me to find this person with 134,000, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
134,000 subscribers. Then, dang, can you imagine how long it's going to take for YouTube to get me around? My 1,682.
I have half that.
You're almost to 1,000 then. You got 800 and something?
800, yeah, 870. And I've been here like for 3 months. But again, I haven't been doing anything. So I don't expect much.
See, and that's my thing, that I haven't done anything lately. I haven't been doing any shorts, but I haven't been doing anything. Like, I have not, there's nothing to record. I do still have to put the video out of me going to the oh my gosh,
Aquafest?
the Repticon. No, not Aquashella, the Repticon thing that I went to
Stephen
get
P.
my tadpoles. Hey, we've got another. All right, you're on.
Supposed to be
Good
meeting
morning,
you.
Garcia.
Sure, I
Let's hear
believe
it.
you. What's up?
What are you doing?
He's at a fish store. Aquarium, fish food, goodies.
Discus. Discus. I'm so excited. Look at the discus. Oh, look at the pitch and blow. Oh my gosh, look at the turquoise. Look at the turquoise. What are you doing not working, homie? You at the pet store. You ain't working.
Hey, put it this way. It's in my route.
There you go. It's in your route.
We got some
Well,
angels.
go ahead and buy me.
Thanks for dropping in.
Do what?
Stephen P's just dropping in to say hello,
Oh.
walking around Epcot. He'll see us later.
All right. Bye, Steven. Where are you at? What pet store?
He's not. He's at work.
Koi Smart. You should look them up.
Koi Smart.
You should look them up.
All right.
Yeah, Koi
I'm looking them
Smart.
up now.
You can pump some water from the pump for the plants.
They got a beautiful selection of fish here. I'm telling you, these guys have beautiful selection.
Is that where you get your fish? Are they a supplier or are they just a fish store?
It's a pond place. They build a lot of ponds and they sell fish and everything.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, let
My
me
type of
see
place.
if I could get the boss for a second. I'm on a live and I wanted to introduce you to the family of the Fish family.
Hi.
This is one of the
How are
owners of
you?
Fish Farm. Koi Smart.
Oh, I see you now. There you are.
Hi, how
Um,
are you?
Tell more about your place.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Jessica
That's
with
Jess.
the Aquatic
Hi,
Morning
Jess.
Show.
Oh,
Jess.
lost the
And
signal.
this is
what's your
Jerry.
name?
My name is Jess, and this is
Hi,
Jerry.
Jessica. My name is Melanie. I'm with Koi Smart.
Well, it's nice
Hi,
to
Jerry.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Papa Shrimp.
Showing them.
He just grabbed me out of my office with dealing with all these other things, so kind of got put
Well-
on the spot. But I wanted to say hello.
Well, thank you.
It's
I'm
a
in the middle of
Aquatic
actually building
moment.
a pond myself, so this is pretty cool that he stopped by there yesterday because we were going
Yeah,
over my
and the
pond.
signal in here.
Yeah, you see fish in here? Wait, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
He hit the wrong button.
Oh, well.
There
There we go. He came back. But you got to drop off that one. I'll kick you that one out. Okay.
we go.
All right. I'll
We're
take this
back.
one.
So
There
did
we
he
go.
give you a tour? Did he give you a tour of the aquarium
Yeah,
side?
that's what he's doing when he was walking through and found you.
Okay.
He was showing us. So did you hear the part of that I'm building a pond right now? And so it's pretty cool that he ended up coming there today.
No, I did not catch that part, but yes, you're in the right place. He brought you to the right place. You definitely
Awesome.
know how to build ponds around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
I'm
doing
enjoying it.
Are you doing like a strictly koi pond, or are you gonna do goldfish?
Yeah, well, I've got 3 butterfly koi in it right now. I've got the big pond part of it done. Now I've kind of did it backwards. Now I'm building my stream that'll go
Okay.
in, that'll feed into it. I had a stream there originally and just a very, very small koi pond. Well, not even a koi pond, just a very small, but couldn't put fish in. I put guppies in it, but I last year started digging and digging and digging and digging and digging, and it just got bigger
How
and
deep
bigger.
is it? Tell me.
It's 3 foot deep, 3.5 foot deep.
Yeah.
And it's,
Okay.
oh my gosh, it's, I don't know, from one side to the other side, it's probably 15, maybe 20 feet long, but it's kind of in like a, we call it like a guitar pick shape.
Okay. Yeah.
So the
pear
longest
shape,
part would be
maybe?
like 20 foot, and then the width might be like 11, 12. So I don't
Okay.
know.
Did you
how
put like
many-
plant shelves? Did you put plant shelves around the soft side, like the rounded
Yeah.
side? And
I have a shelf that's
Okay.
about a foot down. And then I've got in the middle, I've got a few milk crates that have plants sitting on top of them.
yeah.
And then, like I said, the pond, the fountain or the stream fountain will go into it and feed and plants and bog and everything. So
Yeah. I want to see a picture. Where's the picture?
I don't have a picture. I just have video. I don't have a picture on me.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
When you have a chance, just email me the video,
Oh, yeah.
and I can bring it to her so she can see it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, great.
So you did all your filtration, you spec'd everything,
Yeah.
all of that's in place, or is
Yeah.
it how did you handle that end of it?
Well, so for right now, I don't have all of the rocks in until I get finished with the stream. So, but it's got the liners in it. There are rocks, the berm, the rocks around the edge. And then, like I said, the plants that I've got in there now, and then there's about 3-inch butterfly koi in there. They hide in the milk crates. And then I've got like 4 big plants.
So are you strictly doing like bog filtration, or did you add any external filtration to the pond?
No, so the stream will have, I'm hoping it's going to work out this way, that it'll have like it'll have a bog over to the side of it. It's kind of the way that the stream is going to go. I'm hoping that there'll be like a pull on kind of a side of it, and that's where I'm going to do the bog at.
Okay. And where the bog, and I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
This is what I do all day long.
Right,
But
right.
the bog itself, in the stream, do you have liner in the stream?
Yes, there will be liner in the stream. Yes.
Okay. And how much overlap did you do on the edge?
Well, I haven't
Just
put the liner
because if
down
you grow
yet.
plants. Okay, so think about this. As the plants start to grow, because your bog, obviously you're going to start your plants off in there, and then they're just going to grow and flourish. They also cause weight, right? So it grows. You can have you can end up with low lining edges in that stream for where your bog area is. So I always recommend to make sure you have more liner on the edge or like the berm of the stream, however it's being built. Just make sure you never cut yourself short in liner. Always have excess over the sides, because as your bog starts to grow and the plants start to grow in and you start, going in there and trimming or anything, you never want any extra weight to push that liner down along the edges, because then you're going to end up with leaks and then you're going to have to find them. So always give yourself enough excess liner over the sides when it comes to the bog. Just a little tidbit of what I've always told people from my own experience.
Yeah.
So
right. That's what I did around the pond. I made it like double, but then I took and I folded it under so that if I ever needed to, I could just kind of, scoot it out and roll it out a little bit if need to, because the rocks hide it. So
right. And it's just important to do it around wherever you're going to end up planting that bog or those plants too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
No problem.
And thank you for
Jumping
in with
anytime,
the Garcia Aquatics.
Right? She's so pretty.
Oh, can I talk to you every day? Come in here every day.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
You look like a ray of sunshine back there, and I'm in all dark. And you're so bright and alive. I feel like I look a little tired right here.
Well,
we need to get into a
I've got to be bright and make everybody happy. So
we want to. I want to show you our new little. These guys, I just want to squeeze and hug. They're so cute, but these are really special.
I'm gonna make it big. Oh my gosh!
This guy is my favorite, right here. Hi.
Are those Arandas?
Yep.
Oh my God, I love them. Oh, I love them. We just left Aquashella last weekend and they had some beautiful, they had them imported, but they were beautiful Arandas. They were like for $400, but oh my God, they were beautiful.
Well, these
so
aren't, we don't have 400, but if that's going right, let me know.
Yeah, I mean,
no, these are somewhere at like 250, 300, but they're really special. We just got them in this week. We sold half of them and plan on getting more. And I know they're not koi, but these guys are really special. We were looking at them when you were talking to you, so I wanted to walk you in here.
Oh, cool. You know, we should just have you on the show and do a whole show about it.
Garcia's like, all right.
Yeah,
well,
I'm gonna take it.
Hey, we'll pick up a little topic and then we can have our own little show over here.
What we will probably do, come back Wednesday in the morning and be on your show. And we can do that.
Do that. Yes, let's do that. If she can do that.
First.
Yes.
I gotta check her schedule first. Okay.
Well, school's
okay.
Take care, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And send me a picture of that pond.
I will.
Okay.
Garcia Aquatics out.
I love shrimp.
The morning show.
Right?
I don't know what to say. So cool. That'd be a cool show. All about ponds. Like ponds. With a pond person. That would be the 31st. Really? Wow.
It's past mid-morning break.
Okay. Let me write this down and we'll do mid-morning break. What should we hear? Miss Lori sent me a new email with all of the songs. Let me look at that. All right. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do this one.
A reaction video.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna react to your reaction.
All right, we're gonna do this one. Since he was here yesterday morning, maybe we can drive him here this morning. Let's see. That ain't it. That's us. Where is it at? There it is. Okay. All right, you guys. For you that haven't been here, we take about a 3-minute break right here at the hour mark. It's called Mid-Morning Break. We'll be back. During this time, we play a Fish Fam song. And here we go today with Fishy Biz and the Old Fishing Hole.
Fish Fam link.
Oh, I didn't know he remade it.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah. Well, I'ma float my fish down that old fish hole. I'm gonna swim till I can't no more. I'm gonna float my fish down that old fish hole. They gonna swim till they can't no more. I got the peacocks in the back. Don't forget the hats. Booners on the tack and the puffers getting fat. You can keep your fish however you wish. Ignorance is bliss, but keep my channel on your list. And can't nobody tell me nothing. They can't tell me nothing. They gonna tell you something. Don't gotta listen to nothing. Swimming in the tanks, harder than you think. Make it used for bait or you breed it to the bank. And gotta watch for bloat, thinking ain't no joke. Bully fish they poke and then they stress you till you croak. And ain't nobody tell me nothing. They can't tell me nothing. Somebody's gonna say something. Don't gotta listen to nothing. Yeehaw! 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 Woo! Yee! Well, I'ma float my fish down that old. Don't forget the halves and the puffers getting fatter. And you got my fish down that old fish hole. They gonna swim till they can't no more. I got the peacocks in the back. Don't forget the hats. You use for bait or you breed it for the bank. And gotta watch for bloke. Tanking ain't no joke. Bully fish they poke and then they'll stress you till you croak. And can't nobody tell me nothing.
All righty. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging in there. I bought these. These are, I'll tell you what do you think these are? Jerry, what do you think these are? He must have ran off. What do you guys think these are? They're earrings, but what kind of animal? Little hammies? Nope. They're not guinea pigs either. Yes, they are corgis, but they look like pigs to me. They don't look like corgis. So I'm going to paint the black on them. And see, they don't even have the white corgi butt. So I'm going to give them the white corgi butt, and I'm going to paint the black on them and see if that doesn't help them look more like corgis. Kara C, good morning. Caleb, good morning. I know somebody else came in here. Oh, Crayfish Empire, good morning. And Chew, good morning back. Welcome back. Just in case, good morning. Good to see you. Keystone Clash, Vibes, good morning. Are you guys coming in the second hour? You know, I wonder if, since I go for 2 hours, I wonder if they send out another notification at the next mark. I'm going to do it down so that you guys can see me paint them for a minute. We'll see if it's going to work. Let's see if this will work here. I'm not trying to put a whole lot of paint on it. On the... Oh my goodness, Nirvana. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Nice to see you. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too.
That I'm kind of down here at the moment, but
that's okay.
Thanks for popping up.
Yeah, I was contemplating because I woke up this morning and I am battling remnants of con crud sinus infection.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I understand how that is though.
Oh, God, I feel like everybody got it this year. All the people I've talked to have been like, "Oh, I have the worst cold right now."
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I always have them, but I live in Louisiana. Do you live in Texas?
Yeah, I'm a local, so I'm actually about 30 minutes north of Dallas.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't live that far from you.
Yeah.
I live closer.
You do. You live closer. You live closer. You're in the middle of both of us.
I'm going to get my chat pop out here so that I can see what's going on.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I'm such a newbie. I forget I can do that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's really helpful.
You newbie.
Oh, and I see that Monster Fish Gal has very kindly linked my YouTube channel. There is not much on there right now. You can subscribe if you really want to, but I'm most often on Instagram. So,
Instagram. What do you think the difference between Instagram and YouTube? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't post a lot in general. I never really intended to be a creator.
Yeah.
But I've found that I really enjoy doing live shows and talking to other hobbyists and, geeking out together.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
Geeking out together. Exactly.
I like that word, geeking out.
We're all nerds in our own way, but we're aquarium nerds specifically. And it takes a specific type of person to be an aquarium nerd, especially when you get multi-tank syndrome.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm currently trying to talk my partner into letting me build a fish rack right here.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I've got this huge window with tons of beautiful natural light, and I'm sorry, but you have never seen fish until you've seen them under natural sunlight. Yes, they are just stunning.
Right. Their color is completely different. Completely different.
Yeah.
My guppies, I love them in outside light. It's just amazing. And when I was breeding bettas, Man, they're so pretty in the light.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
pretty.
I have some really nice big windows in this apartment. It's a great apartment for, being in an apartment.
Yeah.
But yeah, my other fish tank's out in the living room. You're on my webcam right now, so I can't like move you to show you.
Right.
My other aquariums get natural light in the mornings, and watching my shrimp under natural light too.
Ooh.
It's unbeatable.
I
What kind of
bet.
shrimp do you have?
I'm currently doing yellow and orange neocaridina. The reason that I want to get the rack going is because that way I have more space for more tanks so that I can start doing some caridina species. I have done crystal shrimp and tiger shrimp in the past, but when I moved here, I had to kind of start over.
Yeah,
So-
no.
Trust me,
Well,
I know
we
the
understand
feeling.
starting over.
I am
Yeah.
starting over again for the 4th time, but this time it hurts a lot more because I have like 60 aquariums that I don't know what I'm going to do with, and I lost a lot of my stock when I moved.
He had a fire in the first time you lost him.
Yeah, that was in
No.
2020, right before COVID, when I lost everything to fire, basically.
Yeah.
God, that is horrible. I'm so sorry.
It's it's life.
No
My
doubt.
YouTube career has been very turbulent. I'll just say that. To put it mildly.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
But I
life.
love shrimp, so I do it,
Love
and I
shrimp.
continue to do it, and I learned so much. That's the one good thing about it, is that I've learned so much, and all the different start overs and setting up tanks and tearing them down and moving shrimp, and all of that just has given me so much more knowledge. And I'm trying to now, I want to go back to having fun utilizing the knowledge that I've gained over the past couple of years.
So there was a question in the chat about being worried about an algae bloom, and I have found that as long as you keep your water clean and you keep up on maintenance, I do a lot of black water tanks, and black water really helps keep algae down.
Yeah.
Because it does tend to block a lot of the blue light spectrum, and blue light spectrum is what algae tends to thrive the most on. So if you keep a little bit of black water tint in your tanks and you've got sunlight coming in, I have never had any problems with algae.
Yeah. So are you a doctor?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of the lady in is it England?
Ictology.
Yes, that's who she reminds me of. American version.
Well, that's a huge compliment. I do hey vibes. So I do a lot of research on like the microbiology of aquariums. I recently picked up this book that I'm currently studying. This is an amazing book, by the way. It's kind of pricey, but it's well worth it. It has like tons of information about like plants and their natural habitats. It's got tons of pictures. Fantastic book if you're into like aquatic plants. I recently ordered a book on fish diseases that actually people who go through like ichthyology training in school, that's their textbook. Oh. So I'm picking that up to do my own at-home studying. So I do a lot of like research-based stuff, because that's kind of why I love this hobby. I love the science behind it. But no, the highest education like certificate that I have is actually just a diploma. I've done some college, but I never graduated. I was actually in engineering.
That's
school.
where I'm at right now too, but I'm taking classes again. So of course this summer has been really hard to do any of it online, but of course it's been years since I've been to college too, but I didn't get a diploma when I went, which I should have, but so I have some college.
Yeah, I was in engineering school, and I figured out real quick that doing engineering as like a career,
wasn't your cup of tea.
No, because when I started doing like contract work for like, designers, and what I have found is that engineering can be kind of soul sucking a little bit.
Ooh.
It's one of those jobs where you end up grinding a lot and doing a lot of work, and it's not a whole lot of social interaction. You don't get to really learn a lot. It's mostly just trying to figure out how to make a design happen in real life, which I do like that aspect of it. But the challenges that I was facing weren't the type of challenges that I myself personally enjoy.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yeah. But my handwriting is really nice now. One thing that you don't expect from engineering school is you take like an entire quarter-long class on how to write lettering and numbering in engineering drawings, even though none of that is used in the field anymore. Yeah, you learn hand drafting.
Yes.
And a lot of schools still teach it.
Very
you have to
specific
learn
about
how
it.
to make your very specific block lettering. And it has now trained me that I just habitually write in all capitals and block letters now.
What? That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I also know how to like do computer-aided drafting and design and all that. I have a 3D printer that still is not running. That's a whole other thing. But
oh my God, 3D printers are amazing.
Yeah.
One.
I bought one that was on the less expensive side of things, and I feel like that was a mistake. I should have sprung for the more expensive kit, because I'm having problems with the kit that I bought. So
is it a small one?
It is a small one. Yeah, it's just an FDM, like regular, it's not one of those resin printers or anything like that. But yeah, it'll print like an 8-inch square build area. So you can do quite a bit with that. I have printed a couple of like fittings on there, like hose fittings that are like specific. So it's great for stuff like that. But
so you buy
otherwise,
the pattern?
No, I actually make it. I design everything in CAD.
Oh, that's
myself.
right. You're a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's interesting.
Amisa or Amissa. Yeah. I actually, hand drafting was like one of my favorite courses. Because it is more of an art form.
I can't believe that they make y'all do that.
Yeah. And it's funny because when you think about like drafting as like a craft, it used to be a very, very fine art form. Like you have your different pencil hardnesses that you have to use, different line thicknesses. Like I probably still have some.
I probably spent about $800 when I went to college in my engineering classes, and I had to take drafting, but I had to go buy all the special pencils, protractors, compasses, gauges,
all your little templates for all your basic shapes,
graph paper.
This is all from my drafting days, where and I've cleaned them obviously, because they were not this clean before. But yeah, there are very, very specific things for hand drafting. I do think it's still important for people to learn that, because it's part of the history of like drafting and engineering.
Well, I went to school in the 80s, so when I was doing it, we definitely didn't have the CAD software that we do today. And I started off as a machinist, and everything I learned was by hand. Even the code and programming the computers on CNC machines, it was all, I did it by hand. I learned the code itself. And then
my dad worked
kids
for
started coming in. All these youngsters started coming in, applying for jobs and stuff. And I'm a machinist, and I'm like, do you know how to program? Do you know anything? And they're like, oh yeah, I just use the software stuff. And I'm like, software? there's software, and then I had to learn. I became a software salesman for CAD CAM stuff, did all that fun stuff. But like you said, the engineering side and manufacturing world and all that, it is soul sucking. It is just, it's blah.
Wow.
So I don't,
Not a
I
lot of
totally don't
creativity.
do that anymore. Even though I could, I don't mess with that anymore.
Well, my dad worked for Boeing up in Washington. I'm actually from Washington. And my dad just retired from Boeing. He worked there for 40 years.
Like Boeing, the airline?
Yeah.
Yes. He was a journeyman and machinist for his entire career there. He went from hand programming machines. He actually went into NC programming with CATIA after a while.
Wow, that's
and
cool.
you know, he was making more money in that position, but yeah, it's not a career that I wanted for myself. So
Yeah.
I'm currently working for Aquarium Co-op in their customer service department.
That's cool too.
Yeah, so I'm able to work from home. I'm actually sitting at my work desk right now. But yeah, it's been really fun to actually work in a career with my hobby.
Yeah. So how did you run across working for or landing the job per se, but run across the customer service for Aquarium Co-op? Oh wait,
So,
hang on. Before you answer, real quick, Vibes, thank you very much for the $1.99 super chat.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you so much. All right. Thank you very, very much, Vibes. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, Vibes and I are actually going to start doing a weekly live together. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm glad we found some new blood. We need some new blood in the fish fam.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm happy to be here.
So to the question of how did you run across the customer service job for Aquarium Co-op?
So that's actually kind of a weirdly long story.
Yeah.
So my relationship with Aquarium Co-op started when I was living in Washington.
Okay.
I was living about 15 minutes from their store. I started frequenting their store before I even knew that Corey had a YouTube channel. So that kind of developed really organically. When I ended up moving, I moved to Philadelphia, couldn't have aquariums in Philadelphia because we planned on immediately moving down to Texas. And then we got stuck here.
Oh, now how'd you get stuck here?
So stuck here in Texas, in Philadelphia. I meant there. But yeah, I got stuck in Philadelphia for a year because of COVID lockdown.
Oh.
So we moved there. And then like a month later, COVID lockdown hit and we were just stuck. We had to stay until we could make the trip down. So because James was working for a company where he could work from home, I didn't even have a job and then I couldn't get a job.
Yeah, right.
So we had to just kind of stick it out there until COVID was, the restrictions were lifted enough that we could finally move to Texas.
Yeah.
My partner, James, his parents live here and they're a little bit older. So we decided to move here to, be around to support them and, make sure that they're doing all right. I see a lot of rats in the chat. Thank you guys. Yeah, we're going to be on live on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. That's the plan so far. So if you want to jump over to Vibes YouTube and hit subscribe and that little bell to get notified when we go live.
That's right.
But yeah, once I moved to Texas, I started going to Aquashella.
Yeah.
And I developed a little bit of a friendship with Zenzo.
Okay.
And Zenzo does their, he's their marketing
social media,
essentially. Yeah. And so
I'm pretty good
from
there
with
Zenzo.
Yeah. So from there, when they posted the job posting, I saw it within like an hour because I have their account favorited because I made it a goal, like about 3 years ago. I was like, I am going to work for Aquarium Co-op someday.
Okay.
So I kind of strategically like put myself in situations where I was talking to their staff. And then when I saw the job posting, I submitted my application and I, shot a message to Zenzo on Instagram and I was like, hey, I just wanted to give you a heads up. I applied for the job. Maybe take a look at my application.
Yeah.
And of course, Aquarium Co-op is very picky about their employees.
Yes, they are.
So I definitely got the job because I know my stuff. It's not because I made the connection with Zenzo. The only thing that did was put my name on their radar.
Right.
I went through 3 interviews to get that job. Yeah. So 3 interviews later, I got an email from Zenzo congratulating me on getting the job. Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go.
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good now.
Yeah, so I've been working there for almost 8 weeks now, 6 to 8 weeks, somewhere in that window. So it hasn't been that long, but I've already learned a lot. And I can't say enough good things about Aquarium Co-op, and working for them is just incredible. They're super positive, super supportive. I'm paid well. Once I'm eligible for benefits, my benefits will be top notch. They really do take good care of their employees, which is why it's so great as a hobbyist to be able to buy their products, because you're supporting a company that actually cares for their employees and does the right thing by them.
Yeah.
So it's a really great position to be in. So
that's good. I'm glad that know somebody that that is in it, I guess. I mean, I've met Corey several times. He knows who I am. Zenzo's been on the show. In fact, I've got Zenzo and Corey both doing I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show. I just gotta find it. It's on Joe's phone. And I have George.
If you have mine, you got to have them, because we did it all at the same time.
I know, but the way that my computer did it, I don't know, it was really weird. I lost some of them, but I got to find them. They're somewhere. I just got to look for them. I got to find them. But so
I'm especially a fan of you because you have a sleeveless shirt like me.
This is one of my favorite shirts, and I gotta tell you, James hates it because it's so ratty.
Those are the best ones.
I know, it's like it's got like bleach stains on the bottom of it and all that good stuff.
And like you said, you work from home, so it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
And I appreciate all the congratulations in the comments. I know Lady Rorschach and all these other people congratulating me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I will say that like there was a certain amount of obsession. I'll just say that.
I've been there and done that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it certainly is my dream job. Honestly, even working just a customer service position, like the interaction that I get to have with the customers and being able to answer people's questions, because it's not just product questions that I get to answer most of the time. Sometimes it's, people asking for help. And vibes. I'm drinking tea.
It's too early for any of that.
Yeah.
Too early for anything else, vibes.
Yeah, it's an interesting job for sure, because a lot of it is just it's just based on your experience level. Like the more experience you have with aquariums, the better you're going to do in a job like that.
Yeah.
And your knowledge base tends to grow, whether you want it to or not, because people will ask questions that you're like, oh my God, I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
And then you have to go research it.
Okay.
So
That's like I said, that's why I feel fortunate to have gone through some of the unfortunate things I have, because it's put me in situations where I've done things that now I get questions on and I can answer. How do you set up a tank? You know, like I got to move and I'm moving my tank and my fish. Well, I've done it this way and it worked. I did it this way, it didn't. So, you know, at least I have more experiences doing stuff like that to be able to help people when they, I'm starting an aquarium. What's the best way to start a shrimp tank, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
One of the things that this hobby really teaches you is how to fail with grace.
Oh, yes.
That's a good way to put that. How to fail with grace.
Because, oh my gosh, the number of times that I have failed and, you know, learned from that experience. I used to have a real fear of failure, and it almost destroyed my life, honestly. My mental health was not the best for a very long time. And
we've all been there at a certain point, though.
Oh yeah, and I think the aquarium hobby, a lot of us share, like, you know, neurodivergence, mental health problems,
addiction.
All of that. Yeah, exactly.
Or coming out of addiction.
Yep, and I think that I mean, I think addiction goes hand in hand with mental health problems because, you know, in my opinion, addiction is a symptom, not a cause. So, you know, when you see all of these people in this community that a lot of us share life experiences.
Yeah.
And being in that community, it gives you a little bit more comfort with being yourself, accepting your failures, growing, changing, learning, moving forward.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of us that are in this hobby are also using this hobby as a crutch or a distraction from all of the ugly that's happening around us. And, you know, whether we admit it or not, YouTube has given us a platform for this, to be able to share all of it, not just our addiction, but some of our mental health issues. I mean, I have to admit, if I hadn't have had this throughout the past 3 years of my life, between the house fire, between my open heart surgery, between just starting over and rebuilding my entire life. But without this, I wouldn't have been so, I guess, positive and optimistic about what I've been through as a positive thing versus a negative thing.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of conversation that I've had amongst other hobbyists about using aquariums as a crutch. And I feel like, I almost feel like using aquariums to cope with what's going on in your daily life tends to lead to burnout because you're not dealing with the stress. You're trying to cover it up with the hobby and pushing that to the back of your mind, or, you know, not actually processing those feelings as they happen. I feel like eventually you just crack, and that's when burnout happens. And that's actually a subject that I would like to talk about in a live show with Vibes at some point, because burnout is something I get asked about a lot. And we see it a lot in like the Facebook groups and stuff. How do you deal with burnout? How do you deal with, you know, not wanting to look at anything in your tanks anymore? And I think a lot of it,
you think it's really that, or it's the you really think it's that, or do you think it's the maintenance instead of just looking at them? I think it's the maintenance.
Well,
I think I can answer that, because that's the point that I'm at in this last kick in the nuts, having to move, losing. I mean, I lost a ton of shrimp, and they were precious to me. I've been keeping them for a long time, and they've made it through all these moves. And now I'm down to the few tanks that I have set up, and looking at them and going, I have 60 more sitting in storage. I have all these racks. I have these plumbing. I have everything that I want to do. And I so want to do it.
Yeah.
And I want to stream again, and I want to make videos, and I want to do all, but that's all I've been doing for the past 3 years. And now I'm finally have a chance to focus on me. So I have to make that decision. Do I want to put myself in the position to get burnt out and just not do this, or just change the way I'm doing it and focus on why I started doing it to begin with?
Yeah.
You know, and it's about my
you have to.
Don't overthink it either. Don't.
Yeah.
You know,
it's hard not to, Jess. You get put in a position just like I did. This move, it just blew my mind. And when I'm sitting here setting up my room and I have my aquariums and I have my shrimp and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get my RO water connected to these new fandangled faucets that don't have normal screens and replacements, that I'm just like, what am I going to do? My shrimp are in a box. They're in a bag. I got to set up aquariums. I go to my storage. I have 60 more aquariums in here. What am I going to do with all these aquariums? And I just moved here. And it's the first time I'm living in a place that I know I'm going to be permanent versus temporary.
Yeah.
Do I want to focus on all of these aquariums and YouTube and my 870 subscribers? Or do I want to just enjoy life a little bit? So I'm kind of on the fence still. Am I at that point of burnout, or is it just being overwhelmed with everything that I'm at? And so I kind of have to, I rely on my YouTube friends. I rely on Aquashella and see, am I going to have fun doing this again? Or is it a job?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the perspective that you have to look at is, you know, is it a source of joy for you, or is it a source of stress? And are you just using that stress as a distraction from other things that are going on? Because, you know, I've always used aquariums as a distraction, and in the past couple of years, I'm engaged to the most amazing person, and he has really helped me kind of heal from a lot of my past trauma and get more mentally healthy. And I actually realized a couple of months ago that my mindset has shifted from using aquariums as a coping mechanism to using it as a source of joy. And that shift was like a switch flipping for me. It was so mind-blowing to me that just healing my mental health and, you know, getting therapy, getting on the right medication, talking with people about what I was experiencing, understanding the way my own brain works, because, you know, I'm autistic and ADHD, and that affects every part of how I experience life. And understanding how that works and how I can accommodate myself and, you know, be a little bit kinder to myself so that I can enjoy being myself. You know, I think a lot of people think self-love is you have to love yourself. That's not it. It is you love being yourself. You know, they mix up the two. So once you have the time and the chance to focus on, you know, dealing with some of your mental health stuff, a lot of the other aspects of your life get brighter, you know?
I've always told people that you can gauge my mood, my current situation by my aquariums. When my aquariums are happy and they look like they've been taken care of or just set up properly so they don't have to be, but they're happy aquariums, I'm usually in a good mood. When my aquariums are dirty, algae all and things overgrown, I'm not paying attention, and I'm usually in a dark place in my life.
Those turned out really good, Jess.
They're cuter. They don't look like pigs anymore.
Yes.
Now they look like a
corgi. Tell what they are.
That's funny. That's cute.
Now they don't look like pigs.
Yeah.
Dr. Jess show? No.
Yes. It's the Dr. Jess. So how's that working for you?
Yeah, right.
I actually it's funny because I focus on mental health a lot, because I
As we
feel
all
like it's
should.
very, yeah, it's very intrinsically connected to this hobby in a lot of different ways. And I know that conversation about it can make a lot of people uncomfortable, but I think it's important for us to talk about it and get comfortable with it because, it impacts everybody.
Yeah, it does.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, real quick, we've got a fishery that is 17 minutes long, which is going to take us over the 2-hour mark.
Okay.
So let's grab our fishery of the day.
Get your coffee refills.
That's right, coffee refills and all that good stuff. So for those that are new, we do this thing called fishery, which is from Alex from the channel, The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. And if you want to know somebody that knows it all and the history of it in the fish community, this is him. He's amazing.
All right, guys, I want to show you film in a tank that is about 3 years old. The substrate's been set up at least 3 years, if not 4. And what we're looking at is we're looking at a little piece, a little clump of algae and basically fish waste. And the way we can tell it's algae is if we look closely at that clump, we should see a little boxcar-shaped cell structure. And there it is. You see that? That is filamentous algae, or like a hair algae, whereas other algae have very different shapes. Now here, this looks like to be a small planaria, like one that you could barely see with your eyes, and you can see it's got a mouth right in the center of its body. Its mouth is that circular thing, and its head is the triangular thing on the lower part of the screen. And we might be able to get it to move just by jiggling things a little bit. But it is not eating the single cell organisms. What it is doing is it is probing what's for dinner. And you can see it's got those two dark spots on either side of its head. You see those lines? What those are is they're small clusters of photoreactive cells. So just like eyes, they have at least one cell, if not several, that are telling their body it's light versus dark over here. And that oval in the center of the body is telling it what to eat, or rather we're seeing what it is eating with that. And if we look closely, you can see all the different life forms just cruising around. So let's go in another 100 times zoom. And here we can see that same creature. We can see a plant cell. It looks like maybe even a piece of duckweed up in the upper right. And we can actually see the heart beating inside this little worm, or detritus worm, or could be, oh look, it's got little hairs on it too to feel with. This looks to be, though, a planaria of some sort to me, just because of the kind of triangular head and the fact that it's eating. The center of the body is where its eating apparatus is. It's not where its head is that it eats. It's right in the center, that oval thing right there. And as we're looking at it, we can see all the other little life forms zipping around. If we zoom in, we'll see all sorts of things. Now there's blue-green algae, a filament of it. or could be a blackbeard algae. And then right there, those little green dots that aren't moving, they are just normal single-celled algae, like a spirulina or something like that. Whereas we move around, and now we can see quite a bit of activity around all these little pieces of fish waste, essentially. Here you can see an empty cell wall, that rectangular figure, which was a plant cell wall that was broken apart, and the chlorophyll and everything was eaten out of it. Now what we see here is a paramecium gliding through, and it is a slipper-shaped one, and most of them are, and apparently that's where their name comes from in Latin. Their Latin name means slipper shape or shoe shaped, like night shoe shaped. And as we're looking around some more, we can see all sorts of little critters. Some of them just look like little dots, and that's all we'll get to know of them, even though they could be one of so many different things.
So I thought that was pretty cool, didn't you guys? Next, let's take a look at a tank that I just set up, and I literally put a few pieces of duckweed and a piece of water lettuce in there. And let's see what's going on at night in the fry tank of some brand new bettas and gouramis in a tank that's only been set up 2 weeks on a little piece of broken down tissue from a plant. Let's see how much life you're actually adding to a tank in one drop of plant tissue from an older tank.
So this is one of my favorite microorganisms in the aquarium, and it is called a stentor. You see those little hairs on the lip of that funnel shape? That whole funnel shape is the organism, and its funnel is latched onto something. And you can see the other little single-cell organisms working away at eating the tissue. So it's just a little tiny, these are little tiny single-cell organisms eating away at a piece of dead moss or dead valsinaria, something like that, maybe grass. And then we've got the stentor, which is large compared to all those little tiny single-cell organisms. And you can see it using its cilia, or its little hairs, to suck in all these things, and it's deciding whether or not it wants to eat them. And it will pull them in, and if it decides to keep them, it will. And if it decides, I didn't want that, it'll spit it back out. But they're just a phenomenally interesting little creature to watch. And the slide, as we show you guys around this particular slide, this is a brand new aquarium that I took a sample from. And here we can make out all sorts of little single-cell organisms that are floating around doing their thing. But really what we need to look for is a chunk of, say, algae like this. And then get a focus on it and see what organisms are attaching to it. And here we can see that there are all sorts of little teeny tiny single-cell organisms that fish probably can't even see this small. We're in at 400 times zoom right now. But if you want to get an idea of what the fish can see, we can take a step back. Now this is the the golden goodies that make up all the nutrition within mulm in your tank. When you allow a tank to mature, you get all these little creatures, be them single cell organisms or fungi or algae or microcrustaceans, and they develop and do their own thing. And if you start with a good foundation, you'll end up with an incredible ecosystem of diverse life. So we can take it back out 100 times less zoomed in, and we can up the brightness again. And all of a sudden, it's hard to even see what we were talking about. But to give you an idea of the size of that stentor, if we go back to where it was, should be able to see it. We just aren't seeing the contrast on it as well. But it's right in here. And check that out. You can actually see the empty cell walls. And there's a little paramecium. And there's a stentor. And that little oval-shaped creature that's moving in the dead center, if we keep an eye on it, it's moving up above this little piece of debris and headed out of the way of that stentor. Whereas, again, if we change the light just a little bit, darken it just a little bit, you can actually see, even though we're talking about the surface with less than a sheet of paper thick of water, it's controlling the flow. Look from how far away it can suck things in. It's a really incredible system it's evolved to eat things. It's how filter feeders eat. And there it is happening in our aquarium. Now down here you can actually see the cell walls and the cell nuclei of plant tissue. And they're all kind of lined up at the bottom there. And these little organisms have eaten them. Whether it's these little nematodes, like that little wormy looking guy crawling in and out, or whether it's this other little fella that's on the other side of that purple chunk that's a big oval shape that's going in and out and eating it. It's all being consumed by somebody on some level. And the chlorophyll seems to go first because it's got a lot of energy in it. And a lot of animals have evolved to utilize that. And then the thing that your fish, your brand new baby fish, will enjoy the most are these guys that are spinning around and look like little potatoes working on the plant. Those are going to be your paramecium, which just means slipper shape, like a shoe. And they come in a whole wide variety of them. Different colors and shapes, different sizes, but they're usually single cell organisms. And that is up close and personal with the aquarium that hasn't even been cycled yet. This is what's going on in a very naive aquarium. Now there's a big, oh, we just saw it, there we go. A big amoeba that's probably died because it got too hot on the slide. But let's take this out. I want you guys to appreciate this. Appreciate it. So, if I undo this, hold on one moment, guys. I know it's going to be dark for a minute. But if we undo that and we look at what we were working with, we are looking at simply this. This is what we were working with. Let me move it over here onto my lap. All of that life was on that little clot of debris in this little puddle of water. And this is the size of my pinky finger. And that stentor and all those creatures were on that little piece of debris compared to my pinky. So not even the size of a grain of rice, all that was going on. To the point where you can barely see it with the naked eye. It just looks like some clear stuff. And that is just scratching the surface of the magic of what your baby fish are eating in your aquarium. So when we're looking at the aquarium and we see these curlicues that a snail left as debris, or we see some duckweed, now we know all the little worlds and why little tiny fish, not even a millimeter long, like these guys, these baby gouramis and these baby bettas that are in here together, why they need the ability to actually see that small of stuff, why they are simply a spinal cord, a mouth, and eyes when they are first born. And these are about a week to 2 weeks old now, and you can see they're starting to spread out in the tank. But this tank has only been around with water as long as they have, and all those little life forms are forming right alongside the timeline that they are. And that's what they're eating. Now you have to be careful because they can also get fungi and parasites and illnesses. So you have to be careful not to overdo any one thing, and not to allow pests like planaria or hydra to take over and then eat the babies. But with a little bit of cleaning up of the moldy debris, you can get a whole world of food for dozens and dozens of those fry off of something simple like these petals. Whoa, wasn't that crazy, you guys? All that stuff was living in one drop of water, like what you would be able to get out of an eyedropper, one of those. And it just had a little tissue on it in one, and in the other it had a little bit of mulm. The first one was that 3-year-old tank, 4-year-old tank, and the other one was a tank I started 2 weeks ago. And that is the life that you can put into a tank in one drop of water. So whether that's contamination or whether that's jump starting a biological ecosystem and food net, just remember the power of a drop of water. Thanks for watching. You guys know what to do if you enjoyed the content. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I want a microscope so bad. So bad.
Yeah. I'm actually really hoping that somebody buys the one on my wedding registry. It's really expensive. So it's like kind of a pie in the sky thing.
Yeah.
But
Hey, you might get lucky.
Yeah, hopefully.
You put it on you have a wish list on Amazon?
Oh yeah, but honestly, there's a bunch of stuff on there that I need to go through it because so the wedding is in December.
Okay.
But I am nowhere near organized on it. It's just going to be like a small, like family and very close friends thing.
Yeah.
I never even really thought I was going to get married until I met James. So this is all new to me. Oh.
There's Lena. She wanted to say hi.
Oh. I just
What do
want
you
to
think?
reach through the screen and give her a hug.
I know. Touch my girl. Now everybody's
Oh.
jealous.
Yeah, you got jealous.
Now
in the
everybody's
background.
jealous. All right. Y'all got to get down. I know. You got to get down. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. I put her down and the vibration went through the floor and you seen all the fish jump.
Yeah.
No, don't paw me. I'll let y'all out in just a minute. Well, you guys, it has been a great show. It was a lot of fun. Started out with nobody and then just roll on. That's how I like it. I like it when it happens that way. It also makes for a good when people are just, waking up and just wanting to listen. It's really cool. Really cool. So thank you guys, Jerry and Nirvana, right?
Yep. Nirvana Aquatics.
Nirvana. What is your name?
Serena.
Okay. I'm going to have to remember that.
I do respond to Nirvana just as well. If you want to call me that, that's fine too.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It helps. And tomorrow, Lady Worship, is going to be with me. And it'll be Friday. Oh, I forgot the birthdays. Oh, wait, hold up. We have got 2 birthdays. Jason, Depths Unknown, and oh my gosh, who's the other one? Lori, who's the other one? I forgot the other. Well then. And then we're gonna play the birthday song. We'll play the birthday song on the way out.
Okay.
So somebody tell me who the other birthday is, though. If not, I can look on Fishfam that link.
Yeah, let's
see. Let me look. Birthday calendar. Jenny Lynn. All right. Jenny Lynn is the other one. So happy birthday, Jason from Depths Unknown and Jenny Lynn. To everybody else, thank you for all the super chats. Today was awesome. And everybody else in chat, it wouldn't be anything without you guys. So we will see you back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Don't forget.
Bye, guys.
Happy birthday to you. It's your day. Don't throw it away. I've come to celebrate in a big way. Another year, so come on and cheer. It's the birthday last frontier. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Having a good time, making me feel fine. I wish the day would never come to an end. So come on and party, and one day you will see that it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.